All right, here's your quick tutorial for Bandlabs. This is just the website here. You'll have to sign up. Same policies, everything else we've signed up for this year. You have to sign up for an account. Once you have that and you're all set up here, you're going to select this create button in the corner. You can pick song starter or new project. We're going to focus mainly on new project. And then from here, it's going to give you 6 different areas that you can work with. We're not really going to work with any of these directly. We're going to work in the Bandlabs sounds, definitely for this tutorial, and for the first assignment, maybe we'll just work in here. All right, so here's our Bandlabs sounds. We can go to loops, packs, or one shots. Now, this one down here is where the Bandlabs sounds are. So we're going to close it for now just so that I can go through and talk a little bit about this. So there's 3 main areas here. This is where your tracks will be. This is where your song creation is going to be in the middle here. And then this whole area up on top is your control panel. You also have this options button here that can give you a few more options, which we're going to have to get to as we go. All right, so if I wanted to add a track, I could record my own, or then I can pick any of these other options that came up. I'm going to add some Bandlab sounds. All right, so if I go to, say, loops here, and I want to grab any one of these, I can grab and drag it, or I can just double click. So let's look for a beat of some kind. So let's go with a drum beat. Now that I have a track in there, I can play it to hear it. Okay, so now I have some type of track in there. And from there we have a bunch of different options. First of all, if you're going to have like 4 or 5 tracks in here, you may want to mute it, one track or another. So if you just hit this one right here, that'll mute that track. All the other ones that you have that may be below here would be playing, but yours would be muted, okay? Or this one would be muted. This little drag bar is very similar to Clipchamp or anything else you've ever used. You can drag this throughout your area, all right? I talked about Bandlab sounds down here already. This is where you can get all kinds of different free tracks. Anything you use in here you can use for free. You don't have to worry about copyright or anything like that. And then if you want to move this track, so remember if we had several tracks in here and we wanted them to start at different times. So let's add a couple other ones. So if we play them all right now, they're all going to start at the exact same time. We want them to start at different times. All right, so I'm going to pull this one up to here, and this one's going to start there. Now when I play it, just this one's playing, now these 2 are playing, and now all 3 are going to be playing. All right. Now if we wanted to, let's say, make a track longer or have the track last for a longer period of time, this little arrow button up here in the top corner, we can just drag it to increase the length of time that it's going to be there. So if we drag it to here and it's this long and then we don't like that it's that long, we want to make it short again, then we can drag it back. All right, so that's looping it to make it bigger or smaller. Now, if we want to split a track, so let's say we wanted part of this track to be here and part of it to be over here. So we're going to take this here, and with this track selected, we go to slice at playhead. Okay, so that's in the 3 lines here inside the edit section, and we say slice at playhead. All right, so now we have that, and we want to slice it at playhead again. Now we've got this little chunk in the middle that we can pull and put over here. This could go over there, however we want to do it. We also have an undo button here if we want to pull everything back that we just did and put it together. We can do that. Okay, so that's, in terms of what you need to be able to do for the assignments that I've provided, that's basically it. The big thing is that you're going to want to import some tracks. All right. That import track section is at the very beginning. And I'm going to go back to that right now. I'm not going to save that. I'm going to create this new project. Then here it's going to ask me to import audio. So if I want to import audio, this is going to go to I have my OneDrive with my computer synced. So if the computer you're working on is synced with your OneDrive, you're going to see anything that you recorded there. So on my voice notes, I just recorded myself snapping right here. I uploaded it to OneDrive, and now it's in my computer. Now, if you don't have your computer synced with OneDrive, then you just would have to go to OneDrive, download whatever audio you want to use, put it onto the computer you're working on, and then you can insert it here. So I'm going to do that one. Now, I hope this is just me snapping 3 times. All right, so I recorded that. So for a lot of the assignments that we're going to do, you have to be able to record something. So you can record it on voice notes on your phone, put it onto OneDrive, and then you can throw it into Bandlabs. Now from there, if you click save, that just saves the Bandlab project. If you click publish, I haven't really done that yet, so I don't know where that goes, but it just goes to the Bandlabs own website. All right, and it's going to have it there. I don't know if you'll actually be able to, insert it into a video or something like that. What you want to be able to do is go to project and you want to download it. Tracks or mix down as, both of them seem the same. All right, so you pick one of those two, then it's going to render here for a second. Once it's done that, you just pick the location that you want to save it to, and you want to save it as an MP3, and then it'll download to your computer, and you have the MP3, you can put it into a video or whatever you want to do. All right, that's the tutorial. Okay, so I'd click this one right here to download it. I'm not going to do it now because I already have this one, but that's how you would download it. The second option to download would be mix down as. It's going to do the same thing again. This is the one where you can pick an MP3. So we'll just let that continue. A few more seconds. All right, and so here's where you can pick MP3. So you pick MP3 and you select download, and then a dialog box should pop up that will give you a location to save to. All right, let me know if you have questions. Come talk to me if you need some help, and that's it for this tutorial.